Hi
Hi,
everyone,
everybody.
we are back. Happy New
Yes.
Year
Happy New
again, even though
Year's.
we're down the line, but we still want to
Yes.
say Happy New Year.
hmm
Hey, this is Rekindling the Fire
Marriage
Marriage Ministry.
ministry.
We are your hosts, Pastor Lamar and Minister
Minister
Jessica
Jessica Jones.
Jones. And listen, we have another topic we're going to be talking about. What is it, baby?
What are we talking about today? We are talking about how to rebuild the flavor. Marriage and how to keep the
Marriage.
flavor.
Yeah, yes. See, every marriage going to have to keep that flavor no matter what's going on. See, nobody walks down the aisle hoping to one day become excellent roommates. We share who share the mortgage and the Netflix password. We vow to have and to hold, not to manage and logistic everything and coordinate our schedules. No one goes down the aisle and do that. Yet somewhere between the chaos of our careers, our jobs, the exhaustion of parenting, and the repetition of daily routines, the vibrancy of the relationship begins to drain away. Has anything happened to y'all like that? It isn't a dramatic explosion or a sudden betrayal that steals the flavor from a marriage. It is the silent, steady erosion, of curiosity. We stop asking because we think we already know the answer. We stop chasing because we assume we already caught, we already got them. Didn't I already get you?
I think it's important for us. I just to keep dating, keep like to keep uh, uh, learning like each other like as well. Because like I'm just throughout this years in marriage, things change. Like your interests change, like your hobbies change.
Right.
So it's always good not to assume your spouse likes the same thing they liked last year or 2, 3, 4 years ago. It's always good to sit down and continue just to study them, continue just to learn them, continue to try to build that it's chemistry.
Yeah, that's
Like
right.
with each other. That's
Yeah, and
important.
that takes every day.
Yeah,
It
every
takes.
day.
It's not no. All right, we made it. It takes every day. Our focus scripture on today is Romans 12:10, and it says, "Be devoted to one another in love, honor one another above yourselves." And sometimes when we get into our marriage, we get sometimes sort of selfish because we're thinking about ourselves, but it's actually both of us together trying to get through this thing, trying to push through, trying to hold on to what we got going on. But oftentimes things bump up against it that rob us and not that we just can't to know you know me, but it's sometimes it does it as a direct attack, especially to marriages. And keeping the flavor in marriage is very, very important. What are the things we're going to be reminiscing on today? We're going to have some subtopics talking about how we can nurse that thing back together. And one of those things is
Nurture intimacy, a connection.
right. So that kind of involves prioritizing physical touch. Now, every day, all day, I'll keep touching, and to get on her nerves too. She'll be like, "Won't you stop?" And then vice versa, when she become the attacker, get off of me. It ain't time for that. But it's important. Don't underestimate the power of it. You know what I mean? There is power behind your touch because sometimes you need it. You might be warding off things that they might be going through, and you just came at the right time, right place in the right time. Holding hands. That's the one thing. That's something y'all may have definitely done in the beginning. Y'all hold your hand. Yes, you hold mine.
It's important to do that. Like every day, sometime throughout the day. It don't have to be planned. You know what I mean? Just out of the blue, just being like spontaneous. It shows that you're still interested.
Right. And we ain't trying to copy no other couples. Be y'all. First of all, that is one thing that is in marriage that needs to really stop. We look at the movies, we look at other influences, but y'all be y'all, how y'all came from the beginning all the way to the end, and keep that thing because that was something that sparked it. Even if we might get older, even if we might get a little loose, little gray hairs, loose teeth, everything. But out of it, those were the things that was the base of your relationship.
Niggas, even at church, he was trying to flirt with me and touch me. Hey, we at church.
It's in the name of the Lord. Against all things, love. That's what lifted me. When everything else had failed, love have lifted me. At least I'm looking at her. I ain't looking at nothing else. Hello, somebody.
And the touching part, what's over there? It wasn't like the Holy Spirit touch.
I'll give you
I'll
give you half a point on that in that setting, because I forget where I'm at, but God gave it to me. Thank you, Jesus. Only one apostle I don't know that reference.
Oh, goodness. Lord have mercy.
Affectionate gestures, across the room. The FaceTime thing. You're looking in the room, and the eyes go to going, and like, even though you can't do nothing about it,
right?
The eyes can still speak. It speaks. Feel like that movie with a little man, and they arrested the father. He said, "The Teddy knows. The Teddy knows." Yes, we affection just and that includes regular intimacy, and it don't have to just necessarily be sex. It does not have to be that. It's like grooming your spouse to get ready,
right?
But when we do that, we get into learning each other. Yeah. Well, how would you learn each other?
A love language. Everybody have a different type of love language. It can be verbal, can be nonverbal.
Yeah. I think I'm more of a funny side type thing. Like something will happen, we'll kiss, and I'll go like this and whatever, and then with humor, I'll be like, "Well, that's how I met you."
Always. Yes. That's
smack the butt or something. Be like, "That's how I met you."
Yeah.
And we gotta understand how your partner does receive love, and tailor it like your actions. Just do it how y'all been doing it all along, and never get tired of each other.
Right.
I think that's what really kills it, when you get tired of them. And I don't know if it came from offense or something that y'all didn't agree with, but through it all, y'all are on the same page.
Right.
We're on the same page. You want to add anything?
I think that's good.
Because I don't want to.
It's important just to keep doing that, and like showing each other love, in your own way.
What is your love language then?
Mine, I like to flirt with you. I'll verbally say stuff to you. You be like, "But that's how I met you."
No, you take it back. You be like, "What you think I'm saying?" And they be like, "Oh, I know what you're trying to say." And try to take it back, like and assume that I'm the nasty one, but yet it was the one that came out of her mouth. Huh?
You be trying to act like you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
That's all you respect.
I'm gonna assume anything at this moment. I ain't trying to get caught guilty when I know I'm not the only one with the mindset of like, I ain't saying no names, but you catch it. Y'all catch it, right?
It's good to flirt.
Yeah, it is good to flirt, but you can't be flirting and be trying to be innocent at the same time.
I wasn't. This sometimes you be knowing what I'm thinking, and I be trying to be like, so why you kind of know what I'm thinking?
We on one accord. You know what happened? Child, 16 years down later. I know you.
You know me.
I know you.
I know you.
No, but the thing is, you trying to be innocent. But
not all the time. Not all the time. Sometimes.
See, now that's the other part that we about to talk about: sharing memories and dreams. Because I remember all that, and all of a sudden somebody don't. So what's that about?
Basically, asking questions, like deep questions. It's talking about your past, your future, like things you want to happen, like right in the future. It might be like a dream trip that you want to go on with your spouse.
Right.
And we all know it takes money, right? So that's something you can talk with your spouse about. Y'all can make a plan, start putting some funds away to save for that special trip that you always want to take with your spouse. Like just for an example.
Mm-hmm.
The point to even talk about our past, past relationships.
Right.
Because some of us go through trauma in old relationships,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to bring that into your new relationship.
Right.
So I think that's also important. Talk about like your upbringing. That's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Like things you saw that happened in your household. Like
Right.
things your spouse saw in their household, because that also helps us to get ready for our own future families down the line based on things that we've seen
Right.
at home. So all those things are important just to talk about, so our spouses know about how we were brought up, our past relationship, all that stuff is important to talk about.
Yes, and that brings you to where we are at now, and that because I think that in relationships it causes a repeat behavior.
Yes,
Like y'all start doing the same thing over and over, and then y'all really didn't talk about what that happened in the past or what connects it or what makes it it. Why is your philosophy is this and my philosophy is that, and yes, we have different upbringings, and that will play a part, but we also learning at the same time because we married.
Right, like one example is like you were brought up real like old school.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were dating, I had to walk on a certain side of the curb, because I couldn't be near the curb. So he's very old school because that's his upbringing. So
Right.
my parents and grandparents understand stuff that he's doing because he's old school.
Mm-hmm.
And so some of the stuff he did and still does, I had to get used to that.
Yes, and that took some great men in my life, that uncles, and that were a parent there just showing me different things, and also me realizing that logic. The woman walking on the outside, that's not no prostitute or whatever. She needs to be on the inside. Or that's what whatever y'all reason was. That was the thinking during that time. When we share our dreams and our aspirations, and we need to also support individual interests as well. It gives each other space to pursue personal hobbies, giving you both new things to talk about. Like she ain't got to do everything I do.
Right.
And I don't have to do everything she do. But like just recently, you had a great time in New York. And her girls went out, and that was an experience that she loves. What do you call it? Plays. Broadway. She loves it. And I had one a time with her. We did the Michael Jackson one and things, and yes, it was amazing. But it's something that she had grew up with. She just loved doing it. That's one of her hobbies. Whatever. The motorcycle and everything. That is something I take to leave it alone. Lay alone. Just leave alone. Leave alone. Whatever hobbies that you like, you like to do personally.
I travel. I enjoy traveling.
Yeah, traveling and
enjoy just going out. Enjoy that kind of stuff.
So
doing something different, something new.
Yep.
Instead of doing the same stuff over and over again, I think that also keep the interest, like trying something different.
I'm telling you, she's a planner.
Yeah, I did that for the first time recently. That was actually fun. Mini golf. I ain't never done that before.
And I like playing it on the game, so. But you see the I wouldn't mind going as well, but that's something she likes to do personally, and I might want to do that personally on myself to experience it. And then we'll get together and we start talking about it, and there'll be another explosion in our relationship.
I'm the planner.
Yeah, from the beginning. If you need something booked right now, you contact Jessica. She'll have your itinerary from and those that know us personally, I ain't lying. From the beginning, the hour, the section, the hotel, the flight, the travel, the Uber, the, the Lyft, down to the hour. I know a lot of people cracking out laughing, but I ain't lying. I'm lying. I'm telling the truth. I'm not. I ain't lying. I ain't lying.
That's true. I am a planner.
But let's get back. Setting goals together.
That's important.
Because of the economy that we are living in right now, what better way to work together to share objectives to like a home project or vacation? Yes, you might want something done in the basement or whatever. All right, I'm a planner. I was like, let's start here, so we won't be
Then we all know about even figuring out ourselves.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah. We ain't
together.
got always learn our own something, so we don't be overwhelmed. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed in the project,
Mhm.
or the vacation to build that teamwork. Like we're if she we build it, we're talking about a trip. Like we planning and going and everything. I know her strong suit. We working together, but I know her strong suit. So she'll pursue. She'll ask my opinion, and we'll work together. And then I'm a person that like I want different options, and when I have different options, I want to pick the better out of the latter, and then we'll make a mutual decision, and we can keep on going. So our decision making and our teamwork is bar none, because we have built that rapport over the years, over the time, of different things we want to do. This year we trying to do California, and we haven't gotten all to the gist of it, but that's one of the ideas. It's an idea, but now we gotta do the same thing I just talked about earlier. Figure it out, look at different places, and then we form a plan and go. And that's
also we don't want to make it sound like it's easy. Teamwork, it takes time to actually get to that point.
Yeah, it takes time.
It takes time. It's like me and you were raised as I'm the only child.
So, and we are not only child.
Right, we're not. So for us, that took time for us to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're used to doing things on ourselves by ourselves. So that took over the years. It took some growth in that area. So it's not like easy peasy.
Yeah.
Each his own. For us, it took us some time.
Yeah.
To get there.
And because y'all might be newlyweds or whatever, y'all are eventually gonna get there. And as you learn your spouse, as y'all take time, this is what it is. Building something together to be one. Building together just and to be one. And sometimes that comes with all kinds of difficulty. One of the things is you have to learn to embrace change.
Right.
Accept that you both involve and make an effort to discover the new person your partner is becoming. Focus on the family and everything. So yeah, as I get older, my wants and needs change.
Right. When we have children, it's going to change the whole dynamic of your marriage,
right?
Because you have to add another human being.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
new scars, new hurts.
Get injured and all that. Get beaten up throughout the years. Your body changes. It just evolves over the years.
I need to let y'all know, like how y'all start. Yeah, sometimes that's not how y'all gonna finish, but it's a progress to getting it better each year, each day, each minute, each hour. I didn't start out having dialysis,
right?
But it happened throughout our time, and we had to learn how to adjust through that thing. Love and love is what definitely brought us together. The time we spent, her learning of the illness, what it takes, how to help me differently, how I have to, in my mind, how to respond, but not because I'm angry or because I'm dealing with a situation like no other. So, it's all kinds of things that happens during our timing that will change the relationship.
Yeah, and also that shows you like about your some friendship with your spouse too, as you go through these changes of life, these seasons of life. You start to get to really rely on that friendship piece
Mm-hmm.
because things change. We go through the seasons of just a marriage. Yes, we gotta like each other. Some days we don't like each other. Some days we do. We come back. Somehow we like each other again. It's the seasons of marriage.
If you was in a relationship during the time of COVID, you will understand this.
Yes, Lord, that really says you.
Yes,
you really like each other.
That you
tolerate
not going nowhere. Gotta be safety. You got that Band-Aid on your face all day, every day.
Can't get your hair cut, hair done, nails did. You see the real
looking like Captain Caveman at each other. Y'all looking rough. But yet you love it. We over there you doing your own nails and everything. And ain't got no crinkle on that thing. You gotta laugh, but yes, these are the things that we went through. Yes, my little mini blowout shit, like they ain't curls. I know that.
You need to find different.
It's my jury curl. That's what it is. I just ain't had no activator. Just let yourself.
Then we also had to find different things to do during COVID because the movie theaters was closed and couldn't really travel nowhere.
Netflix,
you had to be creative.
The bed, sleep, medicine,
board games.
That thing up your nose every month when you get you need to go get checked out. We had a couple of packs of those testers, you remember?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That our relationship morphed, but we morph with it. We change with it. We love with it.
Figured it out.
That's what I'm talking about. We all did that so we can live a different, so we can live together and love each other. And it's not, and look at this. We're 16 years deep, 17 years that we knew each other. And we got married right off. And I think a lot of this is because being intentional. Being intentional. See, those things comes with, trying to enhance communication and appreciation of each other. So being intentional, it doesn't happen by accident. No. It requires conscious effort. Yes. I want to see her smile. I want her to succeed. I want her to do the things she wants. I want her to be the greatest mom. I want her to be the greatest wife. But who's the biggest cheerleader? I am. You should be. She should be. Behind they say behind every great man or behind every great woman, there should be someone else in the picture.
If you see your spouse is having a rough day, you do your best to cheer them up. We all know each other's vibes. You know what I mean? So we see that happening. We can find something spontaneous just to shift that mood.
Yeah. And times when you should know your spouse, she don't want to be bothered. Where you need to just let that go and let her figure it out, and then y'all come together, but don't go to sleep on it. Right. Another is being initiate affection and kindness without waiting for your response. Being spontaneous, like you were saying, being spontaneous.
Yeah, that's important. Don't have to always plan.
Yeah, go buy her something. No, she like it. Right. She can ask for it, but it was like showing her that you had her on your mind.
Yeah, this like you when I'm going through that time, like other month, that you just know sometimes you give me like a thing of chocolate, or you just my heat bad. I'm having to ask you. Sorry, gotta go through that.
I try to save myself.
I know.
I'm helping her, but I'm saving myself too at the same time. You know, you hear cabinets just shut, you know, with the extra push, you know, pat. And then she'll blame it on, you know, I'm deaf and all that.
I am.
I understand. No. It's a difference.
We loud.
I know y'all loud, but it's a difference in your cabinet shut. It's a difference. Got a little strength to it, you know. You know, activate. You know, get the candy, get the heating pad. And then it got to be forced with like sit down because you know she moves around. You know, just yes, you gotta sit down. Yes. And then they put the TV on. Oh, here you go. I love you.
Thank you. Love you too. Forgive, let go.
This is another one. Forgive and let go. Mm-hmm. There are things that we're gonna mess up at. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna be told you 100. I just keep it a B. That deals with don't dwell on past, you know, past mistakes. Apologize and move forward. Because I think,
about it.
Yeah,
and talk about it.
Yeah, talk about it. And I mean, let there be an understanding. It doesn't, you know, sometimes it happens again and again. Mm-hmm. And what better way is to communicate? Mm-hmm. You know, even if they didn't address it like they should have, but that they acknowledge what they have done and how that response is when they do what they're supposed to do.
But also, that's not an easy topic too. Forgiveness and letting go is not always easy. We gotta think about all throughout our lives. Sometimes we've had hurts, disappointments. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we had some deep wounded issues.
Making it's like an intention behind what happened.
Right. And it could have bring up some old wounds that we've dealt with from childhood, from teenage years, from previous relationships. You know, so sometimes we think we might have gotten over something, but we fully haven't. And sometimes when something happens in our marriage, it brings up that trigger.
Yeah. What about fear of something that could happen?
True. Fear is another one.
You know, fear that what it could go to. And it haven't happened yet, but fear that what could happen, and it will put your mindset to like, you know, to adjust to survival because you are a type of survivor. So it's like it will put your mindset to survive what could have happened and what you need to adjust from if something supposedly happened. And I think that it's like premeditated thinking when if you know who you're with, you know, and that's not all cases because some things do happen, but when you understand your spouse and their personality and some, you know, their drawbacks and all that, they're not you.
Right. And also, we also got to think about something we were taught growing up.
Yeah.
You know, about
and what you think of what a man should do.
Yeah,
what a woman should do.
You think a woman should do. You should have X, Y, and Z in case this and that happen. You know what I'm saying? So you have all that going on in your brain. But at the end of the day, it's important to come together, talk, communicate. It's important to even get that counseling before you get married, or even while you are married. Sometimes you need some a maintenance counseling.
I think that the powerful of that subject is said forgive and let go. Because you harboring it does not keep it.
You can't grow.
Can't grow. Even though it's festered in you, because you know the heart issues of life come out of it. So if you keep harboring it and not letting that thing go, the next offense is 10 times worse when you feel it. So we got to be careful what we I don't know, however, or you know, going to because if we say we forgave, it didn't mean that you put it on the shelf for the next moment or the next time.
It also means not talking to others about whatever you and your spouse went through.
Right. Now that it has to be, if you have done that, and it has to be someone
Like a marriage counselor.
also counselor, a
Pastor.
spiritual leader that, because sometimes our mind ain't right,
Mhm.
so someone that doesn't won't lose much as you need that right good people in your corner in your life that is traveling along and definitely want to see you succeed,
Right.
but no hitting agenda. And I think we're going to really dive into this marriage conference that's coming. I can't wait. February 14th. Please join us. If y'all want any information, I definitely will give it out there. Hit us up on our Facebook page, excuse me, Rekindling the Fire Marriage Ministry. Please reach out. We are looking at and looking forward for y'all to come out.
We had some games, some dancing.
And it's
food,
called
good food.
What You Love Got to Do It.
Yes, we're going to have the Booths. Amen.
Yes.
Pastor William Booth and Dr. Pastor Virginia Booth. They're going to be our guest speaker. They've been married for many years.
Is it 40-something years? Something like that?
Something like that, yes. So we're looking forward to hearing their story.
Yeah.
Sharing.
Yep. And I can't wait for it. The cost is $85. Definitely reach out, just so you can get more information, get your tickets, and meet us out there so we can start talking and start loving on each other. Yes. As always, we thank you for joining us. We've been out a couple weeks, and now we just got ourselves together to talk about a subject, and it is
enjoyed it.
Yes, keeping the flavor image. Keep your flavor going on. Keep it on.
Let the fire burn out.
The flavor might change, but you gotta keep the flavor though.
Yes, keep the candle burning.
The Kool-Aid packs, all that. Yes. But we love you. We thank you, and we pray that God keeps you and smile upon y'all. Yes, y'all have a blessed day, and thank you. Bye.